Good day everyone. For the continuation of the topic for this day is the derivative of exponential functions. So for the formula for the derivative of exponential functions, meron tayong dalawang formula which is the derivative of e raised to u with respect to x is equals to e raised to u times the derivative of u. So yung u natin dito ay our u is a function and ang e natin ay our e is a constant. So itong du natin which is the derivative of our u, and we can rewrite du as du over dx or u prime of x. So nasa inyo na yon kung saan kayo mas madali o mas mabilis na makapag-solve ng hindi kayo nalilito, or kung ano yung pinapahanap ng prof nyo na dapat i-substitute. So again, for the next one is the derivative of a raised to u with respect to x is equals a raised to u ln a times the derivative of u. Take note again, the u is a function and a is a constant. Burahin ko lang. So I suggest to take screenshot para may copy kayo ng formula, kasi ito yung gagamitin nating guide para sa mga problems. So let's start with a simple and basic problems for us to be able to understand the concept of derivative of exponential functions. So for problem number 1, find the derivative of e raised to 5x. So ang gagawin natin dyan ay i-rewrite lang natin. So ito yung sasagutan natin, yung kukunin natin ng derivative of e raised to 5x with respect to x. So again, ang formula natin ay the derivative, ito na formula, with e raised to 5x so again, ang formula natin ay the derivative of e raised to 5x with respect to x is equals to e raised to u times the derivative of u. So kunin muna natin ang value ng u para masagutan natin siya. And again, ang u natin ay function. So ito yung u natin. U is equals to 5x. Palitan na para makita ng maayos. Then the derivative, ito du. So i-derive lang natin yung u natin which is 5x. So ang derivative ng 5x is just a 5 because as we recall in our power rule, n times x, n minus 1, ang n natin is 5, then x, then yung x natin may naka-raise na siya sa 1, so ita-times natin siya dito, that is equals to 5, then minus 1 is equals to x raised to 0. So pag any number na i-raise natin sa 0 is just a 0. So the final answer is 5, kaya nakuha natin tong 5 gamit ang ating power rule. So it's just basically na dinerive lang natin yung u. Then kung i-substitute na natin yung mga kailangan natin sa formula para masagutan natin yung derivative of e raised to 5x. So again, ang formula natin, i-rewrite ko lang siya dito. So e raised to u times the derivative so ito lang siya, ito yung sa formula natin, same lang siya dito, then i-substitute na natin siya, ito e, we will just copy e, then ang value ng u natin ay 5x, and the derivative of our u is 5. So lagyan lang natin siya ng parenthesis para hindi tayo malito. That is also equals to e raised to 5x times 5. So i-rewrite lang natin siya to formalize the derivative. Sulat lang natin yung pinaka-given ng tanong. E raised to 5x. Ang derivative niya ay 5 e raised to 5x. So that is our final answer. So basically, linagay lang natin siya sa harap. Yung 5, nilagay lang natin siya sa harap. Then just copy the e raised to 5x, e raised to 5x. And that is our final answer for problem number 1. So for problem number 2, kukunin natin yung derivative of e raised to sin x plus x to the power of 4. Then ang formula again, as we recall, ang formula ay since na e yung nasa nasa loob, ang gagamitin nating formula ay the derivative of e raised to u is equal to e raised to u times the derivative of u. So kunin muna natin yung u. Kunin muna natin yung u. U is equals to, again ang u natin ay, ang u is a function. So ang u natin ay sin x plus x raised to 4. Then kunin natin ang derivative ng u, the derivative of u. So i-derive, dahil napaghiwalay siya ng dalawang term ng addition na sign, kunin muna natin ang derivative ng sin x. So as we recall, sa derivative of trigonometric functions, ang derivative ng sin x is equals to cos x. Again, dinerive lang natin yung sin x. Ang derivative niya ay cos x plus ang derivative ng x raised to 4, as we recall for our power rule, n x raised to n minus 1. So basically yung 4, ita-times lang natin siya dito. So 4x, then yung 4 magma-minus lang tayo ng 1. So i-derive lang natin siya using power rule. So i-substitute na natin yung value dahil meron na tayong u and meron na tayong du, pwede na natin siyang i-substitute sa formula. So the derivative, copy lang natin yung given, sin x plus x4, again kinopya ko lang to, is equals to, ang e natin, just copy the e, then the u, the value of our u is this. Ang u natin in the formula, ang value niyan ay sin x plus x raised to 4, then the derivative of u, the derivative of u is equals to cos x plus 4x cube. So that is our final answer. So for problem number 3, finding the derivative of x cubed plus 1 times 2 raised to x. So as we observe, we have a product of two functions. So ang gagawin natin ay applying product rule. Product rule. As we recall, the formula for our product rule is u times v prime plus v times u prime. So itong x cubed plus 1, gawin natin siyang u, then 2 raised to x, ito ang gawin natin siyang v. So para magawa natin itong product rule, kailangan muna natin hanapin yung u prime, yung v, and yung v prime. So getting our u is equals to x cubed plus 1, then ang u prime, so i-derive lang natin yung u, which is 3x squared, then ito maging 0 na siya, kaya hindi na natin siya isulat. Then for our v is equals to 2 raised to x, and yung v prime nya, so as we recall, the derivative of exponential functions, 2 raised to x, diba ito yung una nating formula, pag nakaano pa siya, 2 is not an e or is not an Euler's number. So ang gagamitin nating formula para makuha yung derivative ng 2x ay ito sa pangalawa, 2x a raised to u times ln a times the derivative of u. So kukunin lang natin yung derivative ng 2x para ma-substitute natin siya sa v prime. So again, ang a natin, ito yung a natin, yung 2, ulitin lang natin para madali natin makita. Okay. So a equals to 2, Then ang x natin or ang u natin ay ang u natin is equals to x. Dito siya. U is equals to x. And the derivative of our u ay 1. So, substitute natin sa formula. Ang a natin ay 2. Then, ang u natin ay x. Then, copy the ln a. Copy the ln. Then, yung a natin ay is equal to 2 times the derivative of u, which is 1. So, na-derive na natin yung 2 raised to x. Kaya, ito ang ating v prime. So, isulat ko lang yung v prime natin. 2x. So, ito lang, gagamitin natin yung formula na to para makuha yung derivative ng 2 raised to x. So, again, kompleto na tayo para ma-substitute natin sa product rule. Again, ang product rule natin ay u times b prime plus b times u prime. So, ang u natin ay x cubed plus 1 then times sa v prime. Ang v prime natin ay 2 raised to x ln 2 times 1 then plus ang v natin, ang value ng v natin ay 2x 2 raised to x times u prime, which is again times the value of u prime, which is ang u prime natin ay 3x squared. Then kung mapapansin natin, may factor out tayo, which is the 2 raised to x. So, ilabas na lang natin siya. 2 raised to x. Then, isulat lang natin yung mga natitira sa loob. X plus 1. Then, na-factor out natin itong 2 raised to x, kaya hindi na natin siya isusulat. Times ln 2, hindi na natin isulat yung 1 plus again na-factor out natin tong 2 raised to x, kaya nasa labas na siya, hindi na natin siya isusulat. Then we just copy the 3x squared. Then that is our final answer. So, for problem number 4, getting the derivative of e raised to 2x minus 1 raised to 4. First, we are getting the value of u, which is our function, that is 2x minus 1 raised to 4. So, basically, ito yung ating u. Then, kunin natin yung derivative ng u natin. Derivative of u by applying chain rule. So, as we recall, our formula of chain rule is dy over dx is equals to du times du over dx. Pero gamitin na lang natin yung short method ng chain rule, which is etong 4, ilalabas lang natin siya, 4, then copy the inside function, 2x minus 1, then i-derive natin yung inside function, which is ang derivative ng 2x minus 1 is just 2. So, i-simplify lang natin, i-times natin yung 4 sa 2 is equal to 8 times 2x minus 1. So, that is the derivative of our u using the short method of chain rule. Then getting the derivative of e raised to 2x minus 1 raised to 4 by applying the formula, since na e yung nasa loob niya, ang gagamitin nating formula sa derivative of exponential function is the derivative of e raised to u times the derivative of u. Again, i-substitute lang natin siya. We just copy the e. Then, ang u natin ay 2x minus 1 raised to 4. Then, the derivative, baguhin ko lang to. The derivative of our u is 8 times 2x minus 1. So, pwede na siya yung final answer natin. But to be formalized, gawin natin siyang 8 2x minus 1 times e raised to 2x minus 1. Tapos, unahin lang natin itong nandito. Then, that is our final answer.